All right, so everybody's talking about AI, right?
Yeah.
Like it's this big scary monster that's going to like come and eat all of our jobs.
Yeah.
And, maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. But I think what we really need is a little bit more perspective on this, right? Like, what's the real deal? So that's what we're going to do today in this deep dive. We're looking at some really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
From NYU professor, entrepreneur, all around, kind of a big deal, Scott Galloway.
Scott Galloway, yeah.
And he's actually out there, like, using AI. So we're not just talking theory here.
No.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes his perspective so valuable, right? Because he's not just, armchair quarterbacking this.
Right.
He's actually in the trenches.
He's doing it, yeah.
He's using these tools, and he's sharing his insights and his findings.
And what's kind of crazy is they're like, he's saying, AI, not so good at replacing humans yet.
Right. At least not in the way that a lot of people are fearing.
It's not that scary robot we're all worried about.
Yeah. He's tried using AI for a bunch of different things. And one of the areas that he really focused on was writing.
Okay. Yeah.
And it makes sense, right? You think like, oh, AI can generate text, it can create content, like
it's going to write the next great novel.
Exactly. Yeah. But what he found was that, the writing, it just wasn't there yet.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't great. No.
What was wrong with it?
It lacked that human touch,
Oh.
It was missing the nuance.
Okay.
The creativity, the emotional intelligence.
Yeah, but it could spit out words, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it could string sentences together.
Yeah.
But it couldn't really tell a story.
Got it.
It could really connect with you on an emotional level.
Okay, so that kind of makes sense, right? Like, we always talk about how AI is good at, the logical stuff.
The data, the numbers.
Yeah, but not the creative, the emotional, that
soft skill,
human element.
Exactly, yeah.
So, okay, that's interesting. So then what does he do with it? He just,
Well, that's what's so cool.
Gives up.
Yeah, he doesn't give up. He actually kind of shifts his perspective.
Okay.
Instead of seeing AI as this thing that's going to replace him, he starts to see it as a tool, as like a thought partner. Almost.
Oh, okay, I like that. So instead of writing the whole article, maybe it could help him brainstorm ideas.
Exactly.
Or like help him organize research.
Yeah. And even create like a first draft.
Okay.
That he could then
he comes in,
go in and edit, and make it his own. Got it.
So it's like a starting point, not the finish line.
Exactly. It's a collaboration, not a competition.
So how is he using it? Like, practically speaking.
So practically speaking, he's using it to generate ideas.
Yeah.
He's using it to organize information. Imagine having a brainstorming buddy who can instantly whip up a presentation.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or a pitch deck. Like, those slides entrepreneurs use to get investors excited?
I know.
Yeah, or even play devil's advocate. By simulating tough questions.
Oh, that'd be useful.
Yeah. So it's like having this on-demand research assistant and brainstorming partner.
I like that. So he's basically using it to supercharge his existing
Exactly. It's about augmenting, not erasing.
Right. Because he's still the brains of the operation.
Absolutely.
It's helping him.
Yeah. And he has this great analogy.
Okay.
He says,
I want to hear this.
You're the warrior.
Oh.
AI is the weapon.
Oh, I like that.
It's about how you wield it.
That's a powerful image, right?
Yeah.
It's not the weapon replacing the warrior. It's the warrior.
It's a tool.
Using the weapon.
Yeah. And that's what's so important.
Yeah.
It puts the control back in our hands.
That means we got to learn how to use it, right?
Absolutely. We have to learn.
We can't just be afraid of it.
Yeah, we have to be
proactive,
competent.
Yeah.
Right.
And
that's Galloway actually recommends like spending a little time with AI every day.
Every day.
Even if it's just for fun stuff.
Yeah. He uses it to sometimes sneaker releases with his kid.
What? Really?
Yeah. Like, who knew AI could be your secret weapon?
That's amazing.
For getting the latest kicks. Right.
I'm gonna have to try that.
That's amazing. But his point is, you gotta get comfortable with it.
Yeah, you have to get comfortable with the technology.
Yeah.
You have to build competency.
Okay.
And that's where the real value lies.
So you're saying, like, it's great that Galloway's kind of figured out how to use it.
Yeah.
But what about me?
Right.
Like, I'm not a professor. I'm not an entrepreneur.
So I think the key takeaway here is that AI is most effective when it augments your existing skills.
Okay.
So it's about finding those tasks where AI can be your co-pilot, not your replacement.
Okay, so it's about figuring out...
It's about figuring out...
how it can help you.
Yes.
In what you're already doing.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Now, we've been talking a lot about Galloway, but it's important to look at, some other perspectives.
Absolutely, because there are other predictions out there.
Yeah, because not everybody's as optimistic, maybe.
Well, and maybe optimistic isn't even the right word.
Okay.
It's just that, people see different potential impacts.
Yeah.
For instance, the CEO of Amazon Web Services.
Okay.
He's predicting that AI will soon be doing most of the coding for software engineers.
That's a big one, right?
It's a huge one.
Like, if AI can code...
Yeah.
What does that mean for software engineers?
Exactly. And that's where another really interesting prediction comes in.
Okay.
The CIO of Goldman Sachs, he's been emphasizing the need for philosophy. Yeah, philosophy, alongside tech skills.
Okay.
So basically he's saying we need to understand AI on a deeper level.
Not just how to use it.
Not just how to code it.
Yeah.
But how it thinks.
So we can work with it.
So we can work with it effectively.
That's fascinating, because it's almost like we're
it's almost like AI.
We're treating AI like a person.
It's becoming a colleague.
Right.
In a way.
We have to understand how its brain works.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to throw a big stat at you now.
Okay, hit me.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
One expert predicts that by the end of next year,
oh, wow,
90% of online content could be AI generated.
That's a mind-blowing number.
90%.
Yeah.
That means, like, almost everything.
Almost everything we see online.
And it makes you wonder, like, what does that mean for the future of content creation, for education,
we're just like
for how we consume information,
or understanding of the world.
Yeah, if we're surrounded by AI generated content,
how do we know what's real?
How do we know what to trust?
That's a huge question.
It's a big question.
And I don't know if we have the answer to that yet.
Not yet, but it's definitely something we need to be thinking about. It's something we need to be thinking about.
Yeah.
So, all right, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
What's the big takeaway for our listeners?
I think the big takeaway is that instead of fearing AI, we need to embrace it.
Learn to use it.
Learn how to use it to our advantage.
Okay.
Because it's changing the game.
It's changing everything.
And understanding how to leverage it is going to be crucial.
This is the future.
This is the future.
So here's a final thought.
Go.
Everybody listening.
I like it.
What area of your work could AI help you with right now?
Ooh, good question.
Like right now, could it help you brainstorm? Could it help you analyze data?
Yeah.
Could it help you automate
those
boring tasks you don't want to do?
Yeah, those tedious tasks.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do those.
Nobody wants to do those.
Yeah.
So challenge yourself.
Challenge yourself.
Explore the possibilities.
Yeah. Explore.
This is not about being replaced.
Yeah.
This is about leveling up.
This is about leveling up, exactly.
All right. That's our deep dive for today.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
I hope you learned something.
Me too.
And we'll see you next time.
Sounds great.
On the next deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
All right. See ya.